Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Valerie and I'm here today to talk to you about why you need timers for the classroom. So for those of you who know me, I have been a teacher for 15 years. I've got some kind of exciting updates. It's been a while since I've been on YouTube, and that's because I moved. So I'm really excited about the move, but again, it's packing, unpacking, getting things sorted out. It's been a while. But the second major update that I have is I actually changed schools. So I started with kindergarten and preschool, moved into middle school, and was teaching high school in the summer, 9th and 10th grade, but now I'm teaching juniors and seniors. So, and I'm also teaching ELD, which means that I've officially taught all the grade levels, elementary, middle school, and high school, which has kind of been a life dream. I'm really excited. And while I am going to miss middle school and I really am going to miss my students, I think that this new role is going to give me the opportunity to grow into a direction that I really want to go into. So for that, I am really excited. Today, we're going to talk about why it is important to have timers in your classroom. So this is specifically for newer teachers. When you first start out, they don't tell you that you're doing a million things at once. Honestly, when you start out, you're like, okay, I gotta check my seating. I have this lesson plan that I'm working on. I've got all these things I'm gonna teach the kids. I'm super excited. And then the day starts and you're getting phone calls and people are coming in and out of your classroom and kids have 500 questions that they need to ask you, and you've done one part of your lesson. You haven't even gotten to the content yet because you're still working on your warm-up. Trust me, I know, I've been there. So I've made this video specifically for you because I know what you're going through. And there are different ways that you can go about this. You can buy a timer at the dollar store, you know, those little like push button timers, those are fine. You can also set a timer on your phone or your watch, you know, all of those things are fine. But really, if you really want to set some good timers, you need to get a YouTube video with a timer, and you can embed them into your lesson plan. So for example, I use Google Slides. I add my timer to my lesson, the slide with the assignment, and I just hit play. And then once the timer stops, it's time to stop. I think that it's really good for setting the tone to your classroom. In the morning when my kids are really tired, I will play something upbeat and something to get the day going. And in, like, you know, that time right before lunch where the kids are really antsy, I'll play something slower to kind of calm them down. Or if they're coming in from PE, then I'll play something a little bit slower. And you know, music really does a good job of that. But there are 5 reasons why I think that you absolutely need to have a timer for your classroom. And again, the first one is time management, right? Like I said, you absolutely forget everything that you're gonna do when the day starts. But also part of that is student autonomy. So I know for myself, when I was a student, I procrastinated like nobody's business. But if I knew that I had 5 minutes left, then I would rush and finish my work. A lot of students are like that, unfortunately, or fortunately, and they want to know how much time they have so that they can learn how to manage their time, and it gives them a sense of autonomy. They know when they need to complete something. And I think for students, especially as they get older, that autonomy is really important, but you can start that when they're younger, right? You can tell them you have 2 minutes to pick up your toys, and you can play a song and all the kids know that they have 2 minutes to pick up their toys. It's really great for teaching children to do exactly what you want to do. So for example, when I use station rotation and I'm having the kids move around, I'll set a 45-second timer and they have 45 seconds to get into their new seats. It works really, really well, and it helps with those transition times. So that leads me into number 2, right, which is setting a rhythm for classroom activities. It helps me to keep pace. So when I need the kids to really focus, maybe I'll play something slower, right? Or if I need them to wake up, like I said before, I'll play something more upbeat. But it helps the kids transition into English mode. They know that now the timer's up there, the assignment's on the board, they know what they're working on, they know how much time they have, and it helps them set a groove for themselves. So it does really help them settle into a classroom routine, but it also helps you set the pace for your classroom. And setting the pace for your classroom is so important, especially when you're a new teacher. The third reason that I think it's really important to have a timer for your classroom is that it sets the tasks into manageable chunks. So for example, in a hour class time, what I try to do is have 2 major assignments. So for example, at my middle school, we had 53 minutes per class, right? I would have the warm-up, right? It takes about maybe 2 minutes for the kids to settle down. We have a 5-minute warm-up. Then we lead into the activity. It takes me about 3, 4, 5 minutes to explain the activity, 20 minutes, then maybe 45 seconds to transition into something new, and then the next activity, and then a warm-up, cool down, and exit ticket. That takes about an hour. And if you have those timers built into your slides or built into the presentation that you're working on, it's really easy to help you keep pace. But it also, again, sets that routine for the students. They know this is first, then this 20 minutes, then this, and then this. And so each day they know exactly what to expect. And for the kids, you know, those kids, the kids who have a hard time if things are not predictable, it really helps them know what to expect, and they are the ones who need the most time to transition. They're the ones who are going to benefit from this sort of thing. Number 4 is it sets urgency, right? Again, for people like me, I would look up the clock and I would say, oh my God, I've got 2 minutes left to finish this assignment. And it would really push me into completing things. It wasn't this like limitless time that I had to complete assignments. And I think for a lot of students, they need to see and they need to know exactly when it's due, or else it'll just linger there forever when they don't have any responsibility or urgency to complete the assignment. And the last thing that I would say is that when you're implementing the timers into the classroom, I think when you choose the music for your class, when you choose the timers that are right for your class, it will help you as much as it helps your students. So this is reason number 5, right? In addition to all of these other things, putting yourself on a routine will help you become a more seasoned teacher. You will go from that new teacher who's struggling to get things on track and in order to knowing, okay, we're coming to an end here. We're going to hold your questions for tomorrow. We're going to stop these interruptions for a minute because we're going to be transitioning into the next thing. And then when people come to observe you or when they're watching your classroom, you look like you know exactly what you're doing and you have it all under control. Even if you don't, it doesn't matter. You have that routine down, and that's exactly what people are looking for when they come into your classroom. So I think all of those are really good reasons for you to use timers in the classroom. I've got a bunch of them that I'm going to link below. My favorite timers are the 5-minute timer, which I'm going to link up here, and also the 7-minute timer, which is a really odd time, but I feel like 7 minutes is really perfect for getting those warm-ups done and then talking about the warm-ups after, and then finishing up the entire assignment completely. So we're going to leave those here along with the other ones. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I'm happy to help you. Or if you've got a favorite timer, let me know. I will see you next time. Have a good evening. Bye.